Hey guys, it's Amber and welcome to day 5 of my October daily. If I can be honest, I've been struggling a little bit with ideas for what to do. I feel like we haven't really been doing anything holiday related. It took me forever to decorate our house this year, so that's what today's story is about. I have 3 different photos. I'm going to create like a little bit of a flip up of the 3 different places where I'm able to put decorations. I will probably do a separate photo of outdoor decorations separately, but what I'm thinking about doing, so I've got a fireplace. This is like our TV stand, so it's a little bit messy with like the TV. We've got a VR headset, we've got like wires and cables, and I tried to edit some of it out with like the shadows and things. I was having a really hard time, so I decided, screw it, I'm just gonna leave it. And then I have like a sideboard. So I'm thinking about using, I've got 2 pattern papers here. I really wanted to see the photos trimmed out, so I went ahead and did that so I could look at them on here. I've got this simple vintage October 31st paper from Simple Stories. I really liked the pop of bright orange, but it might be a little too intense. It really helps pull out some of these oranges, but it's really busy. I think I'm leaning more towards using this from the new Prima Luna collection. This one's called Pumpkin Spells, so it's got the tags on one side, these orange swirlies dots on the other. I'm kind of leaning towards this one here. It's got the white background with some black stars and then the orange dots. This seemed too symmetrical on this side, and based on my photo placement for this, it was like too linear, so that's why I'm kind of turning the paper this direction, because it was a little bit more random looking. I think I might use one of the labels from the Heidi Swap kit here, either on one of these sides, and I'm thinking about spelling out the word 5 instead of using a number. So I grabbed these wood grain letter stickers because of the wood fireplace, so I'm considering that. These are from an old December Daily Paisley press kit. I also have some Kelly Perkies in black. I was kind of leaning more towards these because the only thing that's brown on this layout is the fireplace. So I'm thinking it'll probably be 5 spelled out in black. But what I think I'm going to do, I'll show you a really simple way to do a flip out, but I think that these 2 will flip up. And then I'm thinking about maybe pulling up a piece of vellum so I can put journaling here. So it kind of hides the TV a little bit and gives me a spot for journaling. So I was considering I could do a tag that comes out. I could do a tag that's underneath, but that would be a pain with the flip. So I could even like just have a little piece of journaling that's like underneath on the bottom that you can see all the time. But I thought the vellum would be a nice touch just to help hide some of the messy decorations. It's not always perfect, right? So that's kind of where I'm thinking right now, is the vellum. And I'm deciding even if I want to handwrite or if I want to go through the trouble of printing something out. I think I will go through the trouble. It's not really that difficult to print on like a 4x6 piece of journaling. I could maybe adhere it with some washi tape. I could do some of my Tim Holtz, or I need to dig out my Heidi Swap washi tape from last year because there were some really cute ones. So I'd have to look at that. Trying to think if there's anything else. I could maybe use some brads. And then I just need some sort of indicator that there's something to flip there. So I'm just going to use regular copy paper. Once I get to the flip part, I'll explain how to do that once we are in construction. And then the other thing I grabbed, I'm just keeping it really simple. You can't do a layout about all the pumpkins in your house without some sort of pumpkin. So I was thinking about one of these little puffy stickers, maybe on one of these little guys. Like I said, I'm really struggling this year. I think last year I was so excited because it was my first time doing October Daily, but like we haven't been going anywhere or doing anything. We've kind of been homebodies, and so I'm like struggling for content. I don't want to do exact repeats of last year with December Daily. I feel like I can repeat stories better, but I don't know, I'm struggling, guys. So we'll see where we end up. Okay, friends, so I decided to go ahead with the Prima Luna collection paper. It had more of the color scheme I wanted, and the first thing I needed to do was cut it down to size. So I used one of the Heidi Swap papers that's 7x9, and then I had to decide which direction I wanted it to face and go ahead and get the holes punched so that I would know where everything was going to be aligned. So I'm going to take care of those things first here. And then I'm going to work on showing you how to make the flip up. So I'm going to just be working with a piece of regular simple copy paper. I'm going to grab my trimmer here and I'm going to cut a 2.5 by 6 inch piece of paper. Normally I just do 2 inch. I wanted it to be a little bit sturdier or have more room to work with for adhesive because I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to adhere it yet. Normally I use rolling adhesive if it's going to be inside a pocket, but this is outside of a page protector or anything like that. So I'm going to use double-sided sticky tape. And the way I'm going to work with this is, you can see I'm unfolding it. I'm going to start with the bottom inside photo. So I'm going to put adhesive on the inside of the piece there, just 2 pieces on the outside and 1 in the middle. I'm going to put the photo on it, and then I'm going to slide it up to the edge of the crease, and then I'm going to fold the paper over so that I know that it's as straight as possible. I'm going to unfold it. I'm going to do the same with the top. So I'm going to add the adhesive, but I remembered I wanted to get some vellum journaling done. So I paused, wrote some journaling, printed it out on a 4x6 piece, and I'm trimming it down to 2 inches here. And now I'm going to adhere that to the photo that's going to be on the top and inside. So I'm just going to use some of this Tim Holtz Halloween. It's not even called washi tape. He calls his label tape. So I'll try to find that and see if it's linked for you. I'm pretty sure I bought it last year, but I'll see if he had one come out this year. So I'm just trimming that down to size. I'm going to use a little bit of 1/8 inch tape underneath it just to hold it in place. And then I'll adhere that down. And I like the way that that looked. It gave it a nice finished look, and it helped clean up a little bit of a messy photo that I was still able to use, and that made me happy. So just getting all of that adhered down. That was just a size 10 Remington noiseless font that I used to print that out. And I just print with vellum right on my normal photo printer. I don't change any of the settings. I just print out like normal. Okay, so now I'm ready to release the tape on the top portion here, and I'm actually going to lay the photo down on top of the other one and pull the flap over again, making sure that it will open nice and cleanly and is as straight as possible. So I'm just cleaning up 2 of the small edges here so that it's nice and straight, and then I'm just going to add adhesive to the outside of that photo and attach the photo that will be on the top. And that's a nice, really simple way. I have a video for flip ups 3 ways, so you can include the hinge if you want to show it. You can do a hidden hinge like this, a couple different ways. So here I am deciding where I want that label to be, and I started to put my sticker down for the letters, and then I remembered I wanted to use a pumpkin. So I wanted to see if I wanted that on the left or right. I decided I wanted it on the right hand side, so I'm going to go back to applying the letters down. I only push down at the bottom so that if I need to, I can move them, which I will end up doing here in a moment. So I'm going to pop that little puffy sticker down, and then I felt like the 5 just needed to slide over to the right a little bit more to look more centered. So I'm going to slide those over. And then I will just use more double-sided sticky tape to adhere everything down. So the label I'm going to leave off the edge of the photo just a little bit so it can act like a tab. And then I'll use 1/4 inch double-sided sticky tape all around the photo. When it's this heavy, I don't trust rolling adhesive to be strong enough to hold it onto the photo. So here I've kind of skipped that part, and this is actually real time where I'm just getting ready to place that down. And then I'm just double checking that everything looks good on the inside. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and hope you're inspired to keep working on your October Daily album if you're working on one. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.